Hey, and welcome back to the branding behind Alex Hormozi's $100 million launch. My name is Cynthia Kita, and I'm your brand strategist, designer, and educator here at the Design Firmacy, which is your number one business pharmacy. And we are getting back into it with the eighth brand vital called Branded Philosophy. And so we'll see that, or if you watch the launch, you would have seen that Alex Hormozi boiled business down to one truth. And that truth was that cash flow keeps you alive. Now, everything else was aerodynamics without an engine. And his branded philosophy is what makes his message stick long after the launch, because the launch should be ending sometime today, pardon me. And so, his philosophy in one line was really that philosophy or that belief that we really held onto. And so cash flow is the only thing that guarantees survival. And that's what he shared with us throughout. His mantra was very clear. You have to make money in your business. And so his philosophy was really built on fundamentals, sorry. It wasn't about trends. It wasn't about fads. It was just about what he considered to be the truth, which was cash flow is the only thing that guarantees your business's survival. Now, when it goes back to, or when he went back to, that engine versus aerodynamics metaphor, which he used, that philosophy he had really helped his audience focus on what actually mattered. Without cash flow, nothing else really matters. Like you don't have anything. And I think that really was cemented when he had his Hormozi hotline, and he was talking to a business owner who was in a severe deficit. I mean, he was in business to help someone in his life, a family member or a friend or somebody, because he wanted to help them travel. But the business in and of itself was not making any money at all. And Alex really had to coach this person to understand that they could actually make money and achieve those goals in other ways outside of what they were actually doing, which was not being successful. And so, that metaphor that he shared, he actually essentially lived it out on air by coaching a business owner and allowing the audience to partake in that as well. Now, the next thing was skills are greater than your resources. So he shared with us, which really stuck with folks, was that skills are the best investment. And you can lose everything and rebuild if you know how. And so he really emphasized that your brain was the most important thing that you have, the greatest asset that you have, the greatest thing that you should invest in. And he explained to us that, or he emphasized that your skills will outlast your setbacks. You can lose it all, but at the end of the day, if you can rebuild, it's because you've mastered the correct skills. And so, again, he was being very practical with the advice that he was giving, with the coaching that he was giving as well. And then number 4 is that he had a practical worldview. So he was not about the hype. He was very disciplined. Again, he showed a lot of proof and he repeated himself over and over, which helps people to remember whatever it is that you believe. So his philosophy in general really strips away fluff. He's not dealing with air. Like he wants the meat of the thing, right? And his business has nothing to do with any gimmicks. It's literally about that proof and models that you can repeat, because it's those skills that are the best investment. Once again, it's those skills that will get you out of a rut if your business is not doing well. It's those skills that you gained that will help you to be successful if you master and then repeat them over and over. And so when you have a branded philosophy, it really simplifies complexity into truths that you can consider sticky, and sticky in the sense that people will remember them and it will guide them along the way. I'm sure, one of the many takeaways people had was the fact that skills are the best investment. And so right then and there, you've already changed something about the way their mind thinks, so that when they're moving forward, they will know that whatever I invest in, it should help me learn something new. That way, it'll help me get closer and closer to whatever my goals are. Now, when you have that branded philosophy, it's what your audience is going to repeat when you're not in the room. And so with Alex Hormozi, that cash flow first mantra is really going to be unforgettable for people, along with skills being the best investment. And you can have a philosophy too in your brand. So think about the most iconic brands. You have Nike, Apple, and you even have like Starbucks, right? But what do they all have in common? They have a clear philosophy that their audience can repeat. And without a brand and philosophy, your business is just selling. It's not actually inspiring anyone. So inside the What's Your Secret Sauce challenge, I'm going to help you define the beliefs and principles that make your brand unforgettable. Because when your audience knows what you stand for, they will stand with you. So join me by visiting brandmysecretsauce.com and let's shape the philosophy that your brand is missing. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.